Do you just don't know how to stabilize or establish income streams? Well, maybe you have been looking at it all wrong. Welcome, guys. In today's video, we will be discussing about 10 new secrets you must know about money. Alright then, in order to build wealth, you need to know the secrets about money. Sorry, but just a quick disclaimer, guys. I am yet to make millions myself, but I'm well on my way to creating multiple income streams. Normally, the traditional way to think about money is to work hard, get a good education, then you'll get a good job. This is what we're taught by our family and our education system. If you save enough money from working, you'll be able to retire someday. Essentially, trading your time for money. The problem here is that there's not so much time in a day. Even if you worked all day and all night, there will always be a gap on your income, because there are not so many hours in a day, like I said. Making money by working is only one way to receive income, and it's known as earned or active income. But if you want a lot of money, you have to get it in another way. Money has to work for you instead of you always working for money. That brings us to the secrets you must know about money. After reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, I was introduced to a different way of thinking about money. Since then, I've read a lot of books on passive income, wealth creation, and businesses. I've learned so much about how to think about money in a way that is different than work hard for your money. Number one secret is realizing that it is really hard to get ahead and make a lot of money by relying on just one source of active income. Number two is understanding that relying on one source of income means you're completely dependent on that source for money. It's better to diversify your sources of income. Or put differently, create multiple streams of income. Number three is knowing the three basic types of income. If you work and then are paid for that work, what you're receiving is called active income. But if you invest in the market and make money from your investments, that income is called portfolio income. Finally, if you have a business or real estate that produces income, that income is called passive income. These types of income are all taxed differently. Active income is taxed the highest. Number four being passive income and portfolio income, and they are the shiznit. They're the best way, in my opinion, to make money and build wealth, because they're taxed better and not contingent on trading time for money. Number five is assets. The word assets includes business, real estate, investments, and property. To really be wealthy, you have to have assets. It's not enough to just make a lot of money. Let's take a look at each asset classes. Class 1. Business. A business is an asset. It produces passive income and sometimes active income. So, if you're stuck and need to make more money, starting a business of your own niche is a good idea. Asset class 2 is real estate. Real estate creates cash flow and is considered an asset when you own it as a rental property. Buying a house with a 30-year mortgage for personal use without any equity in it can only be considered an asset if you've paid down your mortgage. Be very careful considering your personal residence as an asset. People make this mistake all the time. In general, it's really meant to be just a home, instead of producing income as an asset. Another asset class is investing. When you invest in the stock market and your investments grow, you earn portfolio income. You do this in your retirement accounts and in your own personal investment account. Investing is one of the most common and popular ways to build wealth. Another asset class also is property. Owning other types of property is considered owning assets. Examples include cars, jewelry, fine art, etc. Just be careful when you think about accumulating these things. Typically, they don't produce income for you to use until you sell them, and some are even depreciating assets like cars. That brings us to number 6 secret about money. Now, in order to accumulate assets, it's important to learn a lot about investing, real estate, and business. I recommend a game called The Rat Race. I learned a lot from this little yet powerful application, like a lot, and I also recommend you dive a little bit deep into the marketing aspect of things. In the game I mentioned earlier, you get to have fun learning these things. Number 7. Building wealth requires a positive net worth. This means your assets should be more than your liabilities. That is to say, you don't have credit card debt, student loan debt, and more. Mortgage debt may be okay, but not too much of it. In general, just think about owning things outright when you think about being wealthy. Debt should be minimal. There's an important difference between budgeting and net worth. Budgeting looks at your monthly income and expenses, also called your cash flow. Cash flow is the money coming in during the month. This affects your lifestyle of day-to-day activities. However, net worth is different. It measures your assets against your liabilities. It's a measure of your wealth. You should be tracking your net worth too. It's very important. Number 8 is having a money blueprint. A money blueprint is the beliefs we hold about money from our past. Usually how our family talked to us about money growing up. We all have certain views about money and we act accordingly. Even if you think you want to be rich, if you hold negative feelings about rich people, you'll find it very difficult, if not impossible, to actually build wealth. You won't just attract the opportunities you need in order to be wealthy. Number 9. You are the average of the 5 people with whom you spend the most time with. So, if you want to be successful and make money, start hanging out with other people who are successful and know how to make money. Finally, last on the list is number 10 secret, and it is making sure you lay down a plan after watching this video, because a goal without a plan, as they say, is nothing but a mere wish. If you enjoyed the video and wish to support the growth of the channel, then like, comment, and make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.